What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I just want to kind of give my thoughts on the Miami Dolphins game last night against the Commanders. I wasn't able to get this video out yesterday. There was too much going on in my house. But anyway, so there was definitely some interesting things. I'll start with the offense, like I did last week. To start the game, I thought it was interesting that they had Robert Jones at left guard and Lester Cotton at right. That's a little bit interesting. I assume Isaiah Wynn would be our starting left guard come the regular season. And at that point, I would like to keep Robert Jones at right tackle because he's supposed to be our starting right tackle. I kind of want to keep him there. It might have been more of a Lester Cotton thing where he's only comfortable at right. But I kind of want him to play both sides because he might have to if he's going to be our backup guard. So I thought that was a little bit interesting. Jonnu Smith played for quite a while last night. That's one thing I noticed. It looked really good. It was kind of cool seeing, them doing a flip to him and letting him get some yak. Tua looked really sharp, 5 for 5, 51 yards and a touchdown. That pass to Craycraft was absolutely gorgeous. Unfortunately, I think Craycraft actually got hurt on that play, so we'll have to look into that. I thought it was interesting that Skylar Thompson came out second again. Well, not again, but he came out before Mike White because Tua didn't play last week. But because Mike White looked like shit. I mean, Skylar didn't look good either. But Mike White also had much less talent. Like, the offensive line play was really bad when he got in. But at least Skylar is able to scramble around a little bit better. He's a little bit more athletic. But, I mean, the receiving talent that Mike White had wasn't great. And then he also didn't have a running back. Like, Jaquan Burton, we ended up having to put in. That was a weird situation, too. Like, why did we only go in with 3 running backs? We went in with Raheem Mostert, Devon Achane, and Chris Brooks. That doesn't make any sense. You knew that Devon Achane and Raheem Mostert weren't going to play a lot. I mean, they pretty much played with Tua. I think Achane played like one series with Skylar, and then he was out. And I guess Chris Brooks was supposed to take things the rest of the way. But you didn't think that you might want another back? I mean, they let Achane and Mostert go to the locker room and take their pads off. Like, huh? Like, where was Savon Ahmed? Like, have him there too. Like, if anything, he's also fighting to remain on this roster, I would think. So him and Chris Brooks should be battling that out. Like, I would have liked to see the end of the game be between those two. But Chris Brooks did get injured. And like I said, when he went down, Jaquan Burton had to come in. And I mean, he only had like 3 carries, and it didn't look good at running back. But I mean, obviously, that's not his position. So it is what it is. Let's see. Braxton Berrios looked pretty bad in the limited time he got. I mean, honestly, I think the receiving core is really stacked right now, and I kind of feel like he's losing. I feel like Eric Izukana played a really, really good game. Craycraft had that touchdown. I think if Craycraft, because I want 6 receivers. If Craycraft isn't really hurt, then I would keep Eric Izukana and River Craycraft and cut Braxton Berrios. Now, if Craycraft's hurt, then Berrios probably makes this team. The only thing that makes it weird is Berrios is a return man, and with the new kickoff rules, you're going to need 2. I imagine Malik Washington is our main kick return guy, but having Braxton also would be nice. I don't really want Jalen Waddle or Tyreek Hill doing it too much. Devon Achane. You might be able to have Jalen Wright do it. That's a possibility. Let's see. Offense. Like I said, Eric Izukana played really well. I have notes here. Sean Harlow also got injured, one of our offensive linemen. I don't really see him making the team no matter what. Okay. Those are pretty much my notes on offense. But legitimately, we had no run game this game. I mean, and it makes sense. I mean, Chris Brooks was doing well. He had 5 carries, 65 yards. That's 12.6 yards per carry. But then he got hurt. And then we had to put a rookie wide receiver, Jaquan Burton, in at running back. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense. Mike White went 11 for 20, 116 yards. Skylar Thompson, 8 for 15, 61 yards. So, I mean, next week, I don't really want to see Tua play at all. I think that one series is enough for preseason for him. I don't need to see any more. I would like to see Mike White play the first half with whatever starters we have out there. Because if this is going to be a competition for that number 2 quarterback spot, because I only want to keep one of these guys. I don't want to keep both of them. Just because of the way this roster is shaking out. We're going to need people at other positions. I want Mike White to at least have a fair shake of it, because playing with the third team isn't great. So yeah, there's that. But moving on to the defense, because offensive line, I'm going to have to pretty much watch the film. It looks like they were getting their ass kicked all night, but I'm going to have to take a closer look at that. I don't know if I'll do an offensive line video. We'll see. I'm kind of thinking D-line. That's our other big question mark. So one thing I noticed when we came out on defense, Kader Kohu came out as our starting nickel over Nick Needham, which is interesting. I think he might be a little bit better than him in this particular scheme. He's definitely more athletic. And I think Nick Needham is kind of somebody that can play nickel and safety, so he's kind of a major depth guy. Because we had Kader Kohu starting at nickel. Then we had Cam Smith, who also got hurt. We're going to have to see what that's looking like. And then we had Kendall Fuller to start the first series on defense. So that was kind of interesting. So I imagine, Cam Smith isn't going to go on the inside. So right now, I would assume that our starting 3 would be Jalen Ramsey, Kendall Fuller as our 1 and 2, and then it would be Kader as our nickel. That's what I would assume. Which is already kind of what I assumed, but still. It was interesting to kind of confirm it. One thing I've continued to notice is that we do move our defenders around a lot, which is great. Our defense is definitely an attacking defense. We were kind of giving up some stuff in the middle, especially with quarterback runs. Like Driscoll was running all over us, which isn't encouraging because he's athletic, but he's not that athletic. We're going to play way faster quarterbacks throughout the season. By default, we got to play Josh Allen twice. So, that it is what it is. David Long got injured again, which is definitely concerning. I don't know why he's playing in preseason. Bubble wrap that dude. Cam Smith was playing really well before he got injured, so that's unfortunate. Chop Robinson looked really good. Mo Kamara had a sack and also looked really good all night, at least from what I've seen. Defense did a great job of bending but not breaking, so that was cool. Syrian Neal made some good plays. He's going to be... I don't know if he's going to make this team or not. I'm kind of thinking he might have to, just because I think with the new kickoff rules, we're going to need really good special teams players, and that's what he is. He's a special teams ace, but we'll see. Channing Tindall made some pretty big plays. Storm Duck played very well. McMorris made a couple of plays. So did Marcus May. So that safety battle is still a little bit going, but at this point, I think McMorris, I think it's close enough where you'd give it to the rookie. Brandon Peely got a sack. That was interesting. Was not expecting that. I forgot on offense, too. Malik Washington also looked pretty damn good. Isaiah Mack made a couple of plays. Like I said, Cam Smith got hurt. Isaiah Johnson, who's a rookie corner that I've really enjoyed so far. I don't think he's going to make this team just because of how stacked the cornerback room is. But he made some plays too. And Zeke Vandenberg got hurt yet again. He got injured last year, was hurt all year. got hurt in last week's preseason game and was kind of playing through it and got injured again in this game. So, definitely some health concerns with him, durability, which is pretty rough. Like I said, I'm gonna watch the film as well, and like I said, I'm constantly adjusting who I want on this 53-man roster, and there's still some questions that need answered. Like I said, at quarterback, I definitely want to see Mike White play with more of the starters. Like, I want to see him play in the first half next week against Tampa. I think that would be really good, and then let Skyler play the second half. Because, like I said, I really want to keep one of these guys. I mean, it kind of seems like the Dolphins see Skyler as our number 2. But I want to at least give Mike White the chance to fight for that. But that's just kind of my thought. As far as corner, I don't think we've seen Ethan Bonner, which is interesting. Maybe in their eyes he's already made the team, so they didn't play him. Maybe he's our 6th guy. Maybe we're hoping for a 7th. I mean, right now I'm kind of wanting to keep 7 corners, but I don't know because we are also going to need D-line or linebacker. I don't know. I'm still kind of battling with that because we have so many good corners. Like, Ethan Bonner's looked really good for us, but so is Storm Duck. Syrian Neal has been pretty decent and is a special teams ace. Isaiah Johnson, who's another rookie, really good, size and everything like that. Good body frame for the position. Like, I don't know, man. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I appreciate hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.